Hold your horses, Brandon. Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone's having a great Saturday so far. I'm a little behind because we're trying something new today and it's not working as well as I thought it would. So we're a little bit behind, but that's okay. We'll make up for it. I think. Probably. One of those things where you don't know how something's going to work till you get out here in the field. And that's not going to charge that, is that? Okay. Let's take the halo. That's more important. So that is Halo. There's two of those here. One left just before we started, and that one just left. So we're lucky got the second one in. I can't see the chat yet, and I'm working on that. So bear with me a little bit. I made the cardinal mistake. I don't care about Adobe Cloud. Jeez. I made the cardinal mistake of trying to do something cool, and it's not working. So how do I charge that? Social. Oh, the social is working. All right. Can't read it, but it's working. Okay. And this is that. I'm sorry, I'm talking to myself. Not 1, 2, 3. It's an easy IP to remember. Okay. URL. 1, 2, 3. Go. this out of the chat. Save that. All right. I think we're cooking with gas here, as they say. I think. Don't hold me to that, because we might be. I wonder how long that'll last without a charger. Let's see. It says 90% remaining. I don't know what that really means. Thanks, Microsoft. Like 90% of what? Okay. Hey, it works. All right, I'm way behind on the chat. I apologize. Okay, we're producing on the fly here. Okay, I already don't like this. Not you, F. Benja. Doesn't tell me what level member. That's kind of annoying. Yeah, it doesn't tell me what level. It just says member. That's annoying. Okay. We're learning here. We're growing here. But definitely, I want to welcome F. Benja back to the 717 level. Thank you very much for coming back. I can't tell who's here yet, but I think Brandon's here. So Brandon will be by with your pog drink soon. Thank you very much. There's I hate dark theme. Do you guys like dark theme? I hate dark theme. I wonder if I have another. Is that charging? That's charging. I wonder if that would charge this. I think it would. If not, I think I have another. Oh, that's going to charge that. Still, the screen is still too dark to see. That's what I'm here for, Brandon. Or Jonathan, sorry. How do you get off dark mode? Output. Not everybody likes dark mode. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to live with dark mode. Even though I cannot see it. Alright. Alright, so after all that, we're here. There's a plane. So this is a 717. I can't tell where this is going yet because I was too busy fiddling with that to get the let's see, but if that charges that, what's going to charge this? See, that's the never-ending troubles of 93. That should last the whole show. The never-ending troubles of streaming out of the back of a truck. Everything you touch eats power like nobody's business. That was not me. No, I don't want to do a security update. Holy cow. I've been logged. Oh, what a surprise. I've been logged out of Flight Radar 24. Every day. Does not know how to keep a friggin' session token alive. Next one now is the Southwest. God knows where it's going. See, when you watch those live streamers and everything goes perfect and they never complain, that's just all a facade. That's just all a facade. Ooh, we have a queen lit up. All right, that's good. I wonder where that is. I don't know where that is. I have no idea where that is. But it's all a facade. All they're doing is everybody's running around with their hair on fire all the time, trying to figure out why crap doesn't work without letting everyone know. Well, I don't really care if you guys know my truck is on fire or whatever. It doesn't matter to me. Well, that's a little better. All right. That's a little better. Oh, I don't get emojis either. All right, this might be a failed experiment. They don't get any emojis. Yeah. Yeah, this might be a failed experiment, guys. And ladies, sorry. If you haven't noticed, I'm trying a new thing to put graphics on the screen, which is a bigger deal than you would think it would be in this day and age. because the one I was using had some really annoying little things in it, and the guy who's developing it is not gonna do anything other than fix it if it breaks. So no new features, no changes. So I was looking for another one, and I found this other one. It seems to work okay. It's just, it does some of the stuff I wanted to do, but it just doesn't. That's rather uncalled for. I can just pack up and go home. I'm not. If you guys don't want to hear me talk, you can mute the stream. It's really simple. There's several buttons on your computer that'll do it. Thank you, Alan. Your good friend Alan Burden is also a 25-month member and a great friend and mod to the channel, so thank you very much, Alan. As a failure is always an option, as someone once said before me. Failure is always an option. If you don't accept failure as an option, you're setting yourself up for failure. So we're here today to catch the departures of the A380s. One of them is still lit up from being here this morning. That's a little odd. Don't know why that's lit up still, but it's not my problem. We have two of them departing today. We should also get the departure of the Korean Air Dreamliner 10 with the doesn't auto scroll either. That's kind of annoying. Thanks, Jolly Roger. The new livery on the Korean Airliner Dreamliner 10 is also here this morning, so that'll be going out a little later. We got about an hour or so till the first A380 departure. And then about an hour till the second one. The Queen that's heading off to Hong Kong is, I believe it's heading off 58's Hong Kong, right? I don't remember. Who cares? It's going somewhere and it's leaving here, so. But it's coming down the cargo ramp right now. We should be able to get a shark fin here in a minute. Hello.
Hi. What's the expectation for
Well, the ones I'm waiting for here are there's a 747 coming around the corner.
Okay.
The two A380s will be out at 11:30 and 12:30.
11:30 and 12:30.
Yeah. That's the big double-decker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the turtle one. Have you seen the turtle livery
Yeah,
ones?
yeah.
Yeah, those two. They'll be out at 11:30 and 12:30 or so.
Okay.
But the other one is the 747. That's the other big one.
747. And that's like any minute?
Yeah, it's actually moving around behind the other side of this blue building here. It's the big UPS cargo plane.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if today was going to be military jets or something.
Usually there's nothing on Saturdays. Saturday, Sunday is usually a slow day.
Oh, okay.
But they did have some F-18s go out early this morning that were just passing through here.
Oh, okay.
So that wasn't a normal thing.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't expect the F-22s to go out today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
So, let's see if we can get a...
Yeah, that's the one.
Morning, Jane. Jane Chu celebrates 13 months of membership. It's good to be here. Thank you very much, Jane. Jane's not only a very long time member, year plus, also one of our mods here. Thank you very much, Jane. And we have our good friend Ken Smith celebrating 19 months. That's a little bit above the estimate there, Ken, but I'm glad you're back in the house. Hope you get a little time to relax. But thank you for being a 19-month member and a good friend of the channel. Thank you. Oh, I see. It's over there. Oh, okay. Ah, I see. Okay. Getting the hang of this. Next one going out on the reef runway is heading off to Phoenix. This is a 330 200 for now. It's painted in the Hawaiian colors. Who knows what happens in the future? On top of everything else, I think I'm running out of batteries in my Zoom controller. I think that sounds familiar. I might have run out of them on Wednesday as well. So before I go from, I guess going from a rant to talking about Jerry might be appropriate. We've talked about Jerry a couple times in the last week or so, but I just want to make sure. I hate thoughts and prayers. I hate the saying thoughts and prayers, but there's really not much else we can do. So give your thoughts and prayers to Jerry. I'm not a doctor. I can't help in that way, but I will think positive. Sounds like it's a roller coaster out there. So hopefully, I haven't read any updates today, so hopefully today is an improved day. Hopefully Jilly's getting some sleep. I know she was running on fumes. So our best from Hawaii over to the UK. Jerry has been very nice to me in the past when he was out here, and then when we hung out together in London when I was there. So all the best to him and Jilly and his friends and family. Are they leaving because of an emergency? I don't have ATC hooked up. Or are they just putting on a show for the kids sitting here? Well, they still have their lights on. Maybe I need to get the ATC up and running.
Left 1052, runway right line, runway traffic 9848. Take right line, runway 11. Honolulu 78, Honolulu Cloud, runway quarter clock, turn is 12 up, take off. Southwest 2967, traffic position, Palma runway. 6 up, thank you. UPS 58 Heavy, contact departure, respect.
I need to find some batteries for my Zoomy controller. It's dying. Okay, that is going from there. Let's see if this will power it. Oh, maybe. Maybe. As my wonderful wife says, maybe. She is not here today, Mrs. Reverse Ops. Usually she's very close on a Saturday. She is not here today. She's off doing Mrs. Reverse Ops things. Which includes, she's doing the whale count this morning. So we have migrating whales that come here in the winter time. And they do counts to see how many show up. So she is participating in the whale count right now. She's out at Lanai Lookout looking for whales. I don't know exactly what time they wrap up over there, but she should be here at the end of the show. She's been wanting to do it for a couple of years. She finally got into the space, so. Thank you very much, Ringoberto. Ringoberto, another extremely long time supporter of the channel. Celebrates 18 months with us. Thank you very much.
Southwest 2967, left on Kilo, but hold short for left to party track. Alright, left on Kilo, hold short for
Next one out's another 717. This one's going off to Kona. The one that we just watched heading off to Hilo. So we got both sides of the Big Island covered. Thanks again, Ringoberto. Okay, let's
32 Honolulu Tower, and left at Echo, launch away, traffic departing, right, traffic 94, right?
Tickets. Can I move? I wish I could move that. How do I do that?
Runway right, close to takeoff.
Oh, that just makes that bigger. This one's coming in from Lanai. This is a Sky Courier. This is one of the passenger variants. Alright, so there is an emergency on their side. It's a I'm assuming it's, yeah, there we go. It's the one coming, it was supposed to go Lehui to Maui. It is coming into the other runway. So it is diverting here. So it should be, it's over Eva Beach right about now, so we should be able to see it in the air.
Alaska 1076, Honolulu Tower, traffic 4 miles, 1 out, crossing A left on Juliet. Did you cross A left on Juliet, Alaska 1076?
All right, so this guy's coming in to 8 left, and he's going to stop on the runway over there, this one that's diverting in here, for the fire trucks to look around. So that means we are probably going to get a few landing on 4 right. Well, that 58 was going to Guam, which includes the first one will be a 330 Hawaiian from Sydney.
52 heavy Honolulu Tower, wind 1506, runway 4 right, clear to land. All right, clear to land, okay, right. Alaska 852, where do you park? Alaska 852, where do you park? 32, kind of departure.
Right, so this is the one that's diverting in, right here. So that's the one that diverting in. We have one leaving here, and then we should have a Hawaiian coming in this direction. Hopefully, everyone's okay over there, and it's just a minor inconvenience for the passengers. But we do have a Queen coming over Waimanalo, and I would love to see a Queen come in over this side. That would make all the frustration worth it this morning. So if you're hanging out with Keith over on the 360 camera, which I can't drop a link to today because everything's all disheveled, but if you're hanging out with Keith over there on the 360 camera, I don't know what the deal with Nightbot is. I have never had any luck with Nightbot. I tried it on that channel. So if it deletes your message over there, I apologize. I turned off every function of Nightbot on that channel, and I even took it away from being a moderator on that channel, and it's still doing stuff over there. So I don't know what's going on. It shouldn't be able to delete your message anymore, though.
Company can follow you, battalion 2. And after 1040, contact them on 1.1 out, switch over. 2, switch over to 1.1.
So that was the one I believe I said was coming in from Sydney. Yeah, it looks like they're lining up several in a row to come in here on 4 right while they're dealing with that emergency over there.
Alaska 852, heavy left at the end, cross runway 4 left and turning ground. Alaska 1063, contact departure. Hold on, is down company headed back. Okay, hold on, tower, follow company, hold it this bridge. Okay, take a moment. So, Alaska 1031, visual approach 4. 1031 Honolulu Tower, wind 1605, runway 4,
All right, so the next one coming in is United. It's coming in from SFO. It's a 737. It's coming in on 4 right. We'll see where that... that 747 looks like it's on the downwind for 8 left, so we'll keep an eye on that and see if it stays in that thing. I don't know how long that plane's going to be on the other runway.
runway, running south, that will be at the red.
Yeah, runway south, left, under, stable 16.
Last 1031, traffic will be in position, parallel runway. Roger, 1031. Rainbow 13, follow company, fly east runway, running south, that will be at the red. Follow company east of all second left, on risk, traffic. Good morning, Alaska 891 inbound visual 4 right in sequence. Alaska 891 Honolulu Tower, traffic position, shallow runway, runway 4.
The next one in will be a Hawaiian coming in from Hilo. That's a 717. Behind it, we'll have a 321 Hawaiian coming in from San Jose. Oh, did that one come back as well? Oh, yeah. That one did come back as well. Huh. I read that wrong. Yeah, he did a big loop. That's a long... He went a long way, huh? He went about an hour out. Yeah, it's a long way. I hope everything's okay with that. He didn't ask for any trucks or anything, so I wonder if it's a... someone with an illness or something. We'll see. Yeah, it just popped over to saying diverted. Thank you.
Action 15 Charlie, 1170, for next 4 left for the takeoff.
I don't see how you use this with a... Yeah, we might be switching back to the other. This is too much. I missed a message and it's even harder to find it. There we go.
Action 15 Charlie, contact departure 112.8.
All right, so I'd like to thank Martin Colat for 25 months. That's huge. Thank you very much, Martin. I really appreciate it. Martin's been to the truck, and he's been to meet me in another country, so he's 2 for 2. So thank you very much, Martin.
Left at the end, cross 4 left, contact ground, traffic will be in position. Left at the end, cross 4 left, over ground, 1031. Alaska 835, heavy Honolulu Tower, wind 1806.
All right, so the next one coming in this way is that
runway 4 right, straight to land.
321. It's a little close. So thanks again, Martin. So
Back and forth, 4 out in the mouth. Back to 400 car hold service. Bring it hold back and forth. Thank you. Yeah, 3670 Honolulu Tower, wind 1505, runway 8 right, place and
Ooh. Did you guys hear that? 8 right cleared to land, UPS 747.
Last 91 copies, give me where to you.
We are definitely going to go back to the previous way. This is annoying. I can't find Josh's message. Yeah. I can't find Josh's message. Okay. Ah, there we go.
Yeah, 3670, maintain 170 knots to left, please. 170 left, yes.
Our good friend and moderator, Josh Aldridge, has gifted 5 reverse ops memberships, and with my new system, I can't even see who that is. So, if you received a notification, please thank Josh, and we'll, as soon as we get a break in the aircraft, I'm gonna go back to the other system. This is really annoying. It works great on your desk in my little shop. It works great. Doesn't really work out here in practicality.
What's your emergency status? So, are you still in emergency or are you going to cancel? Bring it to see what's behind the departure. You're looking for the second one or the runway intersection? Thank you for the runway. Thank you for passing on the top and maybe for the runway running south of the Vietnam. You can put me on the top when you pull over my first.
Well, thank you again, Josh. I really appreciate it. Looks like now we're going to get that UPS 747 in on the other runway.
Contact departure, coordinate there.
Last 835, heavy left at the end, cross the next 4 left and cut it down. Last 821 heavy, Honolulu Tower, wind 1706, the next 4 right touch land. So that's 4 right last. Honolulu Tower, 612, back on 4 left. 3536 off Honolulu Tower, continue altitude during discretion. Thank you. Rescue 14, SQ Club 8, last call. 36 Heavy, still left on Romeo 5, left on Romeo in the contact ground. Romeo 5, Romeo in the contact ground, you need it, sir. Traffic stop. 3 continue to separation heavy Airbus base. Turn to beam the traffic. Caution reach turbulence. Turn like 4 left to land. Maintain separation. Caution reach turbulence. Land 4 left. Continue base to beam from behind.
All right, that's one's gonna make a U-turn and come back at us on Romeo. Whoops. While it does that, I am gonna go back to. I'm gonna go back to the old way. We're going back to the old reliable. Turn that off. Yeah. Turn that off. Don't do that anymore.
Hi, Patrick.
Hello. No. There was an emergency on the other runway. The airplane's still sitting there, so they put them over here.
You know what the emergency is?
No, I didn't hear it. I'm still gonna bring a few planes in 4 right. There's a Aloha Air Cargo lined up. Behind that we have a Virgin America coming in from Portland, and behind that we have a Delta coming in from Seattle. So we got a couple of planes coming up real close. We have the Navy over. Hello, Navy. In the Navy, you will drive an ARF truck. In the Navy, you will put out big fires. In the Navy.
1365 Honolulu Tower, Roger, wind 1707, runway 8 left for the land, hold short next 4 left, landing 737, 5 miles final. 8 left for the land, hold short of 4 left, 365. Honolulu Tower, this is number 718 here at Fort Island. South Air Service Ring. Pick up the 7582 Honolulu Tower, hold at the business. Hold at the business, 718 here. Thank you.
Trying to do two things at once. Sorry, guys.
Honolulu Tower, traffic landing, call to runners at Chicago, hold at the intersection, and next point, second land.
All right, there we go. Okay.
116, thank you. Delta 534 heavy, cross run, Honolulu Tower, cross runway, left 1 Juliet. That's it, left 1 Juliet, Delta 534 heavy. Below 555 left kilo, cross ball left and 8 left behind the Hawaiian and Cutting ground. We got kilo, cross ball left and 8 left behind Hawaiian and contact ground on low 555.
All right.
Side under Mike Echo, right on golf, and left on golf, remain in frequency. Running 08 Honolulu Tower, Echo Coffee, last taxi Bravo Delta, expect on next one left at Delta.
All right, so next we have the Virgin America coming in from, where did I say? Portland.
1606. It's going to be a little while, probably another 5 minutes or so. It's recovering from emergency and everybody has holding.
Aye. We're back in business, I think. See if this works. Oh, that works too. Okay. Next one coming in is a Delta. It's coming in from Seattle. It's a 321. There's also a Delta 76 heading off to Salt Lake City coming out to the reef runway. They're still waiting on that emergency to move.
Helicopter 580, fly east of the runway, and flying south of Aviation. East of the runway, south, very moderate, and 580, thank you.
Delta at the end of the runway should be popping out from behind the guard shack now. There it is. Pardon me.
Dr. 313 Honolulu Tower, cautionary turbulence, bus 321, short final, traffic position, parallel runway, then 1606, then like 4, second land. Roger, 4 right, third land, caution, 365, right on golf, taxi, Bravo, Delta, hold short on next one left. Still right on golf, 3 Bravo, Delta, hold Delta 534 heavy on the 8 right, 30 takeoff. And 8 right, 30 takeoff,
Black Cat, if you're talking about O'Malley Cat, we saw O'Malley Cat here a little while ago, but it's kind of hot right now. So I think they might be, it might be hiding under a car. And we saw it for a brief second sneaking under the car over to my right. But it looks like it might be still underneath the car somewhere, staying out of the sun. So we are about, it's right up about 11 o'clock, so we're getting close to our first A380. It is about half an hour away from departing. I don't know why it's been lit up all morning. If you're following on Flight Radar, we have the blue one that's been lit up since I got here. I don't know why it's still lit up. Maybe someone forgot to turn off the switch when they walked out of the cockpit. But we'll see. Should be about a quarter till when it finally makes it to the runway, and then about an hour later we'll have the second one depart. We are going to have the Qantas down here in just a little bit. That is a 330 heading back to Sydney. So thanks everyone for hanging out today. Little rough start to the show today, but I think we're back on track. Still got several cool planes coming up. So hang out, spend your Saturday afternoon here. It's a beautiful day. If you don't know who I am or where you are, my name is Patrick. The channel is Reverse Ops. We're an aviation live stream and tomfoolery channel based out of Honolulu, Hawaii. Our home airport is Daniel K. Inouye International Airport, which is right over there. It is 3 or 4 miles west of downtown Honolulu, which is right behind me. We are on the south shore of the beautiful island of Oahu, on the eastern end of the Hawaii archipelago, somewhere in the middle of the vast Pacific. So we get a lot of cool stuff in here. Like we should have a 737 delivery flight to China coming through here later today. We had some F-18s leave this morning, which I'm a little bummed that we missed. But it is what it is. So you get a lot of neat stuff. We get a lot of military here during the week usually. So if you like the military action, tune into our weekday shows with a better chance of it. We don't have a schedule for the military, but the weekday's a better shot. We get that because right on the other side of the airport from where I am is Hickam Air Force Base. So get a lot of neat stuff there. We have 22s, 17s, and KC-135 stationed there. So we get a lot of that and more coming through. If you'd like to help the channel, the easiest way to do it is hit that like button down below the video. And if you are not subscribed to the channel, we're not gonna bite. Maybe Rainbow Love, but the rest of us, we're okay. So hit that subscribe button. Give us a chance to earn your business. And if you find yourself liking it more and more every time, there are membership levels available to help support the channel. We're like PBS, we're entirely member funded. So membership plans start at just $2 a month. We also have ways to one-time gift, which is the PayPal link somewhere in the description. And we also have a merch shop available. The merch shop is pretty cool because we have all kinds of stuff. Look at that. We have our Hawaiian Moose Crossing shirt. We have our Mai Tai shirt. We have our airport shirt. And then we also have, let's interact with this Patrick. We also have our Keep the Pualani Pualani shirt. We were just talking about this a minute ago. This is a little protest shirt to the overlords at Alaska Airlines. So we would like to keep as many Pualanis as possible. I understand the 787s are already gone, but we'd like to keep the rest of them. So if you buy this shirt through the shop, a portion of the proceeds will go to benefit the Pacific Aviation Museum on Ford Island. So it's a win-win-win situation with that shirt.
November 365, cross runway 4 left and 4 to Delta and contact ground. 4 left and 4 right at Delta, contact ground.
This is the Qantas heading back to Sydney.
Japan 791 Heavy, Honolulu Tower, crossing left on Juliet. Oh, please, left on Juliet, Japan 791 Heavy. 9.04 Heavy, contact departure. Block 8, I'll call you offshore when I call up for takeoff. 2008, contact departure.
Now we're back to the classic here with the older. I mean, this tells you a lot more information. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about the different ones, the ones we had earlier in the stream. So our good friend Charlie Bravo, Christine, is celebrating 23 months at the 717 level. We're just about to flip over to that blue badge. Thank you very much for your continued support and you're hanging out in all the socials. I think definitely the Discord. You're very active in the Discord, so thank you for that. Oh, by the way, we have a Discord. There's a link in the description, or I'll put it up after this. So all that stuff I mentioned a few minutes ago about members and PayPal and shops and things. I know it's probably a lot to remember, but we made this thing here. Make it easy for you if you're watching. I know half of you are watching on a television right now, so it's a little hard to search through the description for links. So you can scan this QR code with your phone. It's going to take you over to reverseops.com/findme, and that'll take you to all the stuff I just said and more. It'll take you to all those things, and then it'll take you, also has a link to HNL Ops, which is our companion channel over here, which is slightly turning into an underground hit in this town, where you can watch the 360 camera, or you can follow along on the ATC over there as well. There's a stream that just plays the Tower ATC over there as well. So, Brandon, I heard they pushed back the deadline, the date for that, so indefinitely. So it seems like enough people freaked out and quit that got their attention. So Discord has pushed back that. So if you don't know, they had mentioned that they were going to require people on Discord to prove their age by submitting a picture or photo ID, and understandably people freaked out, especially because Discord just had a huge data breach like 6 months ago. So a lot of people ended their memberships, and a lot of people quit. A lot of people shut down their channels, and they took notice of that, and they have pushed back the date on that. So it's not going to be happening anytime soon. So we will be keeping our Discord open until that happens.
2530, run next one left at Delta, line up and wait, try to 90 left. Delta, line up and wait, 9530. Time 12, Mike, turn right on Delta, kind of ground. Turn right on Delta, kind of ground. So the 96 trap in position, Palma runway. Roger, 96.
Yeah, Rainbow Love, I do too. It's just there's a couple things on the, I guess it's more on the back end. I prefer the other one. I wish they had a light theme, but it lets me pin, the other one lets me pin comments to go back to. This one, the one I'm using now, does not let me do that. So if there's something I want to address, but I'm in the middle of something, or there's a plane about to leave, I can pin it in the other one. But, or pin it for me, so it's just seeing, I'm just seeing it pinned, not everyone else. So I can go back to it. The, this one doesn't let me do that. Black Cat, I need to afford a private jet. I want to be able to afford a private jet, but I don't actually want to buy one. They're very expensive. I'd like to be able to say, oh yeah, I can afford that. But still fly. Because at that point, if I figure if I could afford a private jet, I'd probably be able to fly a lot more first class. So it would make my flying better. Yeah, EP65. We've had a lot of rain here lately because it's the winter time. We get a lot of winter rain and gray skies. So it's nice to have a very sunny day again today. Been missing that. So this is Japan Air. It's a Dreamliner 9. It's heading back to Osaka. Oh, so I can drop. I talked about earlier I couldn't drop the link to the 360 camera. Now I can. There it is. Pardon me.
Charlie, Honolulu Tower, cross and a quarter Foster, follow 6 takeoff. 7530, contact departure. Departure 7538. 227 Alpha Kilo, Honolulu Tower.
Oh, Asiana has pushed back. That's heading back to Seoul.
227 Alpha Kilo, 227 Alpha Kilo, right. Hold short of 4 right, set above the station at 6 departure, represent to be the same. 227 Alpha Kilo, hold short of 4 right, Foxtrot, and I'll be done short. That's the 1065 Honolulu Tower, with push in position, parallel runway, when 1706, runway 4, set the line. November 227 Alpha Kilo, cross runway 4.
So speaking of subscribing, so I made the probably foolish proclamation that when we get to 100,000 subscribers on the channel, I will jump out of a Trident helicopter, which is a tour company here. They offer the Navy SEAL experience where they let you jump out of a helicopter into the water. So I promised at 100,000 subscribers I would do that. And I was reading in the paper yesterday that they just got fined $10,000 for doing that in an unauthorized area. They did it twice up by Sharks Cove on the North Shore, and apparently that's a no-no. OSU WSP, we started a little later today, so I haven't done it yet. But we are going to do that today. We haven't done it in a very long time because of all kinds of stuff, but today, since Mrs. Reverse Hops had the whale count this morning, we didn't go out to breakfast, so we are going to do a Pop-Tart thing here in just a little bit. So that Hawaiian there was coming in from Maui. Hello, Mark.
Honolulu Tower, traffic inbound from the East Concourse, blue helicopter. Immediate to all runways and park stop Aviation. China 7901 heavy, turn right heading 155. Right heading 155, just on 7901 heavy. 7 off, fuel has a Dreamliner, 1 o'clock in the morning, and it's 7 off, fuel traffic light, mobile keep it up. 2 off, fuel, 7 off, fuel, 2, caution, wait, air rents, under the front. 7 off, fuel, 2,
Alright, so we have a 717 coming in now. That's coming in from Maui. We get a lot of flights from Maui. It's the second highest passenger destination from Honolulu. So we get a lot of flights. So that one came in from Maui. This one's going out to Maui. It's kind of like a bus service over to Maui. There's just every hour on the hour, in and out. Ah, we got Gabriel in the house. Hello, Gabriel.
932 off the Yankee, Honolulu Tower, traffic is 717, 6 mile final for the crossroad angle, alternate intersection. Runway 4 right, clear to land.
4 right, clear to land, so off the Yankee.
Traffic 5, Charlie Tango, traffic departing right, 717, heading southbound, traffic departure. Charlie Tango, departing traffic Tango, departure. 687, traffic departure. Maka 578, Honolulu Tower,
Alright, so I guess no better time like the present. It is time, after a very long absence, to play America's favorite game show. #1 in 17 countries across the African subcontinent. Soon to be a hit in Botswana. We're hosted by Peter Gabriel, of all people. Imagine that, in Botswana. That's a rare thing. But he likes Botswana, so he volunteered to host the version over there. So thank you, Peter. I'll have to catch up and do lunch soon. But it is time to play. What flavor of Pop-Tart is Patrick eating today? Remember, this is a exhibition. No wagering, please.
Taking across the runway 8 left, open. Third land at 8 left, southwest 20 minutes. Mach 578 under depression. Mach 578.
So I see a couple of the normal guesses. I'm going to tell you this is a little hard one today because we put a it's got a little kick on the end of it. You gotta be specific on this one. So, but I think I'm gonna stump some. I think I might win today. I'm gonna be a little braggadocious and think I might win today. Oh yeah, mods are Keith. You can't do this one, Keith. Mods are ineligible. They are my eyes and ears, so they can't. They are ineligible.
He's got a 231 heavy Honolulu Tower cross runway left on Juliet. Okay, clear cross runway left on Juliet. He's got a 231.
We're gonna keep the guessing open until the Aviation is ready to go.
Departure code A1. November 932 Alpha Yankee, right on Delta, contact ground.
Right on Delta, contact ground, Alpha Yankee.
Process 414 Honolulu Tower, cross runway 4 to Foxtrot, runway 4 left, line away, traffic line 8 left. Cross 4 right at Foxtrot, 4 left.
I have not seen a musubi version, but you know, frosted kimchi, yeah.
Class A19 heavy Honolulu Tower, wind 1606, traffic via extra.
Ah, hello Travis, good to see you.
Runway 8 left, clear to land, hold short, runway 4 left. Left, clear to land, hold short, 4 left, last seat. Class A19, where do you park today? 36, let's go to last seat.
Yeah, EP65. I didn't realize that was a expression for females who sang pop music until after I started doing this. I didn't realize that was a thing. I do know at one time they made a peanut butter, but I don't know about a peanut butter cookie.
Southwest 2306, take 8. Echo 1, Southwest 2306, turn left Sierra, contact ground. Left Sierra. Southwest 414, runway 4 left, clear for takeoff, wind 1707. 4 left, cleared for takeoff, Southwest 414. Aviation 231 heavy, runway 8 right, line away, traffic, departing across the runway. Right, the lining up, runway 8 wide, lining up Aviation 231 heavy. 778 Delta Sierra, Honolulu Tower, cross, runway 4 to Fox, runway 4 left, line away. Extra 15 Charlie, once you start your downwind heading, you can start your descent. Say again for 15 Charlie. Extra 15 Charlie, when you start your downwind turn, you can begin your descent. Extra 15 Charlie, thanks. I'm in 8 Delta Sierra, runway 4 left, clear for takeoff. That will be departure and the cross, wind extra 300 at 2000.
Okay, I think we're gonna call it because I want to eat the second one and I want to show you the first one. I want to show you before I eat it. So, the closest guess was, I believe, Gabriel, but I added a little kicker to the end because I like being has to be perfect. So they are technically cinnamon roll flavored Pop-Tarts. That's why Gabriel's technically correct. But I'll show you here in a second. They have designs on them from the Pop-Tart Bowl. So that's the Pop-Tart Bowl trophy design on it. So we'll give Gabriel a. I think Gabriel was the one, but I'm going to take the win on this one. I'll give Gabriel half credit. But the other one that I just ate said they had they have a slogan for the bowl game, and it was "Dreams really do come true." That was on the other Pop-Tart. Yeah, the other ones I ate out of the same package were lined up like right in the middle. The one that I show on camera is all wacky out of the side. But thanks again for playing another edition of What Flavor Pop-Tart is Patrick eating today? Tune in soon. We'll do another one.
Alaska 1085 inbound visual. 1085 Honolulu Tower, traffic 6 mile front across the runway caravan, wind 1708, runway 8 left, clear to land, hold short, runway 4 left. Alright, clear to land 8 left, hold short, 4 left, Alaska 1085. West Hotel, will contact ground, the last few minutes. 3365 Honolulu Tower, cross runway 4 departure, 4 left, clear to take off. 4 departure, 4 left, clear to take off, 35. Agent 231 heavy, turn right, heading 155. County 155, Agent 231. Extra 15 Charlie, right on Delta, County ground. Other side engine noise, extra 15 Charlie, County ground. 127 Honolulu Tower, hold it present. Agent 231 heavy, contact departure. Correct departure, Agent 231. So what it's supposed to sound like? Magnum 44, Magnum 44, check your radio. Magnum 44, I see you trying to call your stuff bike.
I don't think that's me, 944. Oh, wait, you're taking a 15180,
Air Premium 151 heavy, Honolulu Tower, wind 1606, runway left, clear to land. Magnum 44, you said you're ready to go now? Magnum 44.
The first A380 is pushed back. It's the orange one today.
Coffee left to the tower, pass out the Foxtrot, landing over Aviation. Hey, left to the 47 Foxtrot, south, not my response, On again, let go of the mic. That's not me, my 7. 2040 left kilo, taxi, not my team. 2040, I think it's you then. 2040 left kilo, cross all of you left side of ground.
Somebody's having issues with their radio.
Band 44, kind of departure. 365, kind of departure.
So the next one in, yeah, someone's getting yelled at by ATC. We get off the radio and they're not doing it. It's not me. All right, so next one in is Air Premia coming in on the other side. That's coming in from Seoul. That's a Dreamliner 9.
Alright, so to 170 now, and we'll go ultra 4 left, so left to 175. Left 1105, you're clear off to the land on runway 8 left. Clear to line 8 left and ultra 4 left, left to 105. Wind 1607. Clear up, tower on the way before, take that, go back to ultra line before on the floor. 4290, back to the tower, traffic 90 left, 10170, mile, bottle over the intersection, runway 4 to the left.
I think I can see Air Premia now. Let's see if we can get a good shot of it. Ah, there she is. Okay.
It's a small aircraft. One of the small aircraft is a helicopter, fixed wing, small fixed wing. Check your mics, dude. Don't keep on keying up with static only.
Somebody might be sitting on their talk button. Ooh, Korean Air is lit up too. So Korean Air today is a Dreamliner 10. And it is in the new livery today. This will be a nice day to see that new livery, nice and bright, hopefully. It's not technically new, Jolly Roger. It's been here off and on for 2 years. They were here for a while, and then they left for a while, and now they've been back for a little while. We usually don't see them because they come in, you know, this late in the show. So usually, if we start in the morning, we'd be well gone by now. Yeah, EP65, I can't handle protein bars. The whole protein thing, I don't know. I haven't found, I'll say I haven't found one that doesn't taste like chalk to me, and I don't know. Some of them taste like flavored chalk, but they all kind of taste like chalk to me. The only one I found, it's not, I don't know if it's technically a protein bar, but they have these peanut butter and jelly Bobos is what they're called. And they're high in protein, but I don't know if I'd consider them a protein bar.
Number 365, for planning purposes, if your radio gets stuck again, just exit the runway and taxi to parking.
Oh, pardon me. Yeah, those Bobos are good for when I forget to eat lunch. I have a bad habit of that. I'll be busy all day, and then like 3:30, I'll remember, oh yeah, I probably should have ate lunch 2 hours ago. And then you're like in that conundrum. Okay, so it's 3:30. If I eat lunch now, I won't be hungry for dinner. And Mrs. Reverse Ops is probably making a tasty dinner. But if I don't eat anything, I'm going to starve to death. So that's where the Bobos come in handy. That little middle ground from when I forget to eat lunch to tide me off till dinner. Mrs. Reverse Ops is very opposite. She could never do that. She's very regimented when she has to eat. So for instance, last night we were supposed to go out to dinner. Not anything fancy, just out to eat and not cook. And I called her up and said, oh, I'm going to be a little late. She said, oh, okay, I've already eaten because I had to eat. I was like, sorry. I'm really bad, like, if I travel solo, if I go on vacation somewhere solo, I never think of it. I never think of eating. And I just go the whole day and I'm like, oh yeah, I should probably eat something. It's 7:30 at night. And I haven't eaten anything since a Pop-Tart 12 hours ago. So when Mrs. Reverse Ops and I travel together, she isn't responsible for all the meals. And I'm responsible for getting us from the meals to the places we need to see. Works out very well. But I will say it, I've said it a million times, everything's better with Mrs. Reverse Ops. I don't, Kelvin, I don't whip up meals at home. I heat stuff out of a can. She cooks. She makes meals. She makes homemade stuff. I heat stuff that came in a can. Well, thanks, Brandon. Next time I'm in Los Angeles, Mrs. Reverse Ops will be there. So I don't know if I'm breaking any news here, but Mrs. Reverse Ops will be there for Cranky Dork Fest. So you'll get, all you people can get to meet the woman behind the man, the thing that the woman that makes all this possible, that makes everything happen. All right, the next departure will be the one we've been waiting for. We do have an American Airlines somewhere overhead, but the one we're waiting for is the A380, and that is very close. Somewhere up in here is that American Airlines. Oh, there it is. So these 321s coming back and forth from Hawaii to Phoenix and to LA. Little tip for you. Little tip for you. The if you want to pretend like you're a bigwig and have extra legroom without paying a super high amount for it, row 17 seats A and F. They are an exit row, but they're not a full exit row. They're like a half exit row. So a lot of people choose the bulkhead, which is like row 8 instead. But I'll tell you, 17A is my seat on those planes. That is a comfy seat. It helps if you have status and you can get it for free. I will admit, because I don't know how much it costs if you're part of the no status crew. Which I was for many years. I was part of that no status crew. I'm not going to make platinum this year on American. Very disappointed about that. It's because when we went to Germany, we flew on Lufthansa and United, so I didn't get those points, those loyalty points flying to Europe. So I'm going to miss out on getting platinum. I'm thinking about, Brandon, what do you think? I'm thinking about buying platinum. They offered me a pretty good deal to just buy platinum for next year. Is that worth it? The big difference between platinum and gold and American is platinum, you can reserve those extra legroom seats at check-in, at purchase. Gold, you have to wait to check in. And platinum, if you fly international, you get the flagship lounge as opposed to the Admiral's Club. Oh, I'm 20,000 points short. I've done all the calculations, and I'm too short to make it financially responsible to use a credit card to do it.
Bravo, Delta, Bravo, Echo, and Charlie, cross noise 4 left and 4 to Echo, monogram for next one. Bravo, Echo, and Charlie,
This is Asia Pacific here. Sorry, I lost that Honolulu. See if we can pick him up here in a second after Asia Pacific goes by. Well, it's $1 per loyalty point, and I need about 20,000 loyalty points, Brandon. So. There he is. All right, let's pick him up again because I lost him when I looked over at the Asian Pacific.
Bravo 16 is runway land south ramp, you get your own risk, wind 170 today.
East runway south ramp, over, Bravo 16.
Go to 46 and around, Delta in contact ground. Hey, Delta, contact ground, go to 46. Inouye 05 Murphy, caution with turbulence, 2 Airbus 380 departed, wind 1707, runway right close to takeoff. Over runway 8, right clear for takeoff. 1073, Boeing 757, Romeo waits for you. Caution jet blast with turbulence, runway right line of going. Hey, sorry, is that Alaska 1073, caution jet blast with turbulence, runway right line of going. Hey, right line of going, Alaska 1073. Down 600, follow Hawaiian Boeing 717, right to left at 28, continue taxi. Magellan 600, follow the Hawaiian Boeing 717, right to left at 28, continue taxi. Hawaii.
Jolly Roger, I think it's about 8.5 hours.
45 miles an hour, hold. Runway 600, come off on us to the crossing, Airbus 200 will be restricted. Please runway 4 left and right 4 left, clear land on right up.
Thank you very much, EP65. EP65 have gifted 1 reverse option membership. That's very kind of you. Fortunately, my screen is too tiny right now to see who got the gift, so, but please join me in thanking EP65. It was tremendously generous. Thank you very much. Oh, no, yeah, Brandon, I'm not, they gave me an offer. I'm not buying miles outright, no. That, because you buy miles, you don't get the loyalty points on American. You have to spend on the credit card, and theoretically I could do it, but it just doesn't make much sense. I mean, I have taxes, I have channel taxes to pay for and other stuff, but do I really want that on a credit card with other stuff? So they gave me an offer which was pretty reasonable considering how much I would have to spend on the credit card to get there.
Inbound via the North 7 line, runway 4 left now. Runway 4 left, clear to land. Inouye 054, heavy, turn right 155. Right car 155, clear on air 054. Inouye 054, heavy contact, caution. Contact departure, clear on air 054. Monster 1073, runway right clear to takeoff. Down 600, runway right line up and away. Runway right line up and away.
So this one here is heading off to Lehue. We have the Hawaiian, the Asia Pacific behind it. It's heading off to Pago Pago.
Commander 73, heavy hollow tower cross, left at 3. Right out to the close, 8 and 2.
Philippine Air Flight 101 has pushed back. That's heading off to Manila. We have Japan Air going back to Tokyo. That's a Dreamliner 9. That is coming down Juliet right now. We're about 35 minutes from the pushback of the second A380, which should be getting us close to the end of the show today. Around a little after that, we'll end it here. So we got at least probably another hour by the time it gets all the way down to the runway and everything. Thanks, Steve. I appreciate it. What the heck? Are we still live on the 360 camera? Anybody over there? Are we still live?
45 contact departure. Departure 45.
I just got a pop-up on that encoder saying to continue. We need to really verify it's you. I'm in the middle of a stream. Can't do that to me. All right. Well, I think we're still alive. I think. Where's that truck? I think we're still alive. But it's telling me to verify myself in the middle of a stream. Thanks, YouTube. Yeah, okay. Ooh. Heading off to Sydney. Thank you very much, Jordan. Sometimes I wonder, Brandon.
41, roll to the end, turn left, and hold to right forward left landing track. Roll to the end, turn left, and hold short on forward left landing track.
Well, the heat haze is getting really bad this afternoon. Pull back and let that heat haze dissipate a little bit. You don't need to be that close. See, we're looking through a mosaic window. Or stained glass window, that's what I meant to say. All right, so the next one down here should be Philippine Flight 101 heading back to Manila. There is a 717 that's coming in on the crossing runway, so that'll come right in front of us here in about a minute. Doo-be-doo-be-doo. Definitely getting hot out here.
Philippine 101 Heavy Hollow Tower, cross right left at Juliet. I'll say left at Juliet, Philippine 101.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, let's take the 717. I forgot about that guy. Hold on. We'll come back to that in a second. How about 717? There he is. Okay, now we'll try that. Hi. Well, thanks, everybody, for hanging out with me today. A little frustrating start, but we seem to be on track now. Things have been, knock on wood, going smoothly. We got about a little less than an hour left. If you're having a good time, if you reach over and hit that like button, I would really appreciate it. There's a reason every YouTuber tells you to do that, because it really does help the channel. As long as you're down in that vicinity, if the subscribe button is turning pink every time I say the word subscribe, that's your indication to hit that button to turn that pink off and subscribe to the channel. There's a bunch of other ways to support the channel, memberships, our shop, and all that stuff, but I won't bore you with that. There's plenty of stuff in the description if you're interested, or you can head on over to reverseops.com/findme. That's the easiest way to find all that information. And while you're clicking on that link there, check out the HNL ops that we're apparently need to verify it's me over there, but apparently it's still running. It's our 360 camera over there, plus our ATC over there. So while you're over there, like and subscribe to that. We got big plans for that this year. We'll be introducing them next month. But for now, head on over there, check out the 360 camera, check out the live ATC that's streaming from a receiver at my house. You can see how good it sounds, being 12 miles from the airport. Ooh, I just doxed myself. You can now draw a circle 12 miles from the airport and figure out where I live. I'll give you a hint. It's not that way. Or that way. That way's too expensive. Actually, all the ways are too expensive, but that way is way too expensive. But thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Again, please hit the like button. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, share the video. We should have Philippine Flight 100 coming around this corner any second now. Oh, I got 300 likes. Thanks, everybody.
Hold short of I-4 left. Traffic is a Skyhawk 3 miles southwest of the field line across the runway.
Take care, Robert. We'll see you. Oh, pardon me. I need to get a little drink of water. Thank you, Jordan. Our good friend Jordan is letting us know that UPS 34 HNL to Sydney has got some special crew members on board. So they'll be leaving here in just a few minutes. So, shout out to Captains Amelia, Jim, Scott, and Jordan on the UPS 34 that's just over my right shoulder right now.
Philippines 101 heavy contact Mark 7. Philippines 10 heavy.
So this is Delta coming in from Salt Lake City. I've spent 2 miserable days in Salt Lake City in my life. At separate times. I've been to Salt Lake City twice for a total of 2 days, and both of them were miserable. Now, if you're from Salt Lake City, if you have family there, nothing against your city. I just had a very poor time there, and there's nothing really. It could have been St. Louis. It could have been LA. It's just where the day was crappy, not because of the city I was in, it was because of the other stuff that was going on. So nothing against the city. That's happened. It's just amusing to me that it happened there twice. And I've only been there 2 days. So it's very weird.
32 Heavy, take 8. Fox 2. The 32 Heavy, tell us that Yankee in contact ground. Yankee ground, 32 Heavy. 216, wind 15010.
Thanks, Calvin. So, as weird, I know this is going to sound weird and paranoid, but it's happened to too many live streamers that I either have met or know of where they get robbed out of their car. And so I know it may sound paranoid, but if I drive home or to where I leave my truck sometimes, and someone is behind me longer than 2 lights, I will start making turns until they leave. And I know that sounds super paranoid, but I know a couple of the UK streamers and a couple of the LA streamers, HD Melbourne Aviation, I know. Hey, how's it going? Yeah. Oh, you want a sticker? There you go. Thanks for watching. So there's too many people out there. So whether I'm here or in another country or in another city, if I'm leaving a streaming location and someone is behind me longer than 2 lights, I will start making turns until they stop following me. There's an easy way to get a sticker. You just got to stop by the truck. Oh, it's our friend Jordan. Ooh, we got a nice 400 today. I like the 400s. You 4 have a safe flight. Hopefully we'll see you back in Hawaii soon. How you doing? Good.
Romeo Juliet 2, right? Yeah, 3700 miles southbound. Up at 973, contact departure 124.8. Heavy Hall Tower, continue taxi Romeo Juliet to any right. Offset 1062, contact departure. Over departure, 10. UPS 34 Heavy, Hall Tower, continue taxi Romeo Juliet. Romeo Juliet, UPS 34 Heavy. Oscar 1074, Hall Tower, with 16007, traffic is a swing, 4 miles northwest of the field by the cross runway. 8 left to the left, hold short right to the left.
6 left, 8 left, hold short for left.
7 Alpha Kilo, surrender to pump the contact ground. Upper 2039, what's the gate? Well, that goes here. Upper 2039, tell the theater contact ground. That's a 0, ground.
QB Master, that's kind of hard. I don't know what the safest plane would be. I know up until very recently, the only one without a fatality that I was aware of was the Dreamliner. But or maybe I guess the A380's never had a fatality either. But I don't really like talking about that kind of stuff. I leave that to the other YouTubers. I don't really focus on the negative aspects of safety and flying and things like that. I try to keep everything, except for my rants, I try to keep everything a little positive. So, I actually don't know. But I don't think there's ever been a fatality with the A380. CB, actually some of them have a space for a 5th engine. So traditionally they all have 4 engines, yes. But there's actually a configuration where they have a space for a 5th engine. Now, I know there was one built that way in the very beginning because it was hard to transport the engines if one of them had to be swapped somewhere. So they made it so you could bolt a engine underneath the left wing between the inboard engine and the fuselage. And it was completely inoperative. It didn't do anything. It just sat there. But it was a way to get an engine to a place they needed to get it without having to ground ship it. I think there's also a company that has a test bed plane, or used to have a test bed plane, where that 5th engine was operational. But don't quote me on that. But I know the original purpose was to ferry an engine somewhere if they needed to. Kind of like I believe that test bed one was kind of like what's the one that's based in Phoenix? The Rockwell. Now they have a 757, which has an extra engine mount on the fuselage above the left wing. Left wing? Right wing. Above one of the wings. That one's actually been here before. I have a picture of it somewhere. I think I posted it on Discord a couple of weeks ago. So that, I think it's Honeywell, there we go. That plane's been here to Hawaii once. It didn't have anything on the extra mount though. That was kind of disappointing. It was just there. But they use it as a test bed airplane. But what I like about questions like that is every time somebody asks a question, like, I usually end up learning something. So, like, I know that stuff, but I'm sure somebody in the chat will come up with something I've never heard of, and I get to learn something. So I like learning things. So aloha to you four, and have a safe trip, and a hui ho. Ooh, CFI on the fly. I'll have to look that one up. Upper fuselage, huh? I've only seen the 747s with it underneath the left wing. Oh, yeah, A350 probably is a good answer for that too. Hello, Connie Cam, good to see you. The problem with asking stupid questions to Google is you'll probably get stupid results. That's one of the things I can't figure out with this whole AI craze. And all these, like, Google has their own AI, and X has their own AI, and then that one other company has Claude. All these companies are firing all these people saying that AI is replacing their jobs, replacing what they do more efficiently, when I can't get a straight answer out of AI to save my life. The amount of times I've asked AI a question where it just gives me 100% wrong information is scary, that they want to rely on fully autonomous things controlling human lives. It's crazy. Yeah, we don't have any AI here on here. The only time I ever use AI, occasionally I'll ask it like instructions for something, but half the time it's wrong. But the only time I really use AI is if I have a picture that I've taken that I want to use as a thumbnail for a video, but the dimensions are wrong. I'll use the generative AI in Photoshop to make it the right dimensions. But I don't change the photo, I just make it the right dimensions. So usually that just means stretching the sky up a little bit. But as far as using AI, like I'm in IT, and there's a lot of IT people who write a lot of code with AI. And I'm not a believer in that. I think it's a flawed technology at this point, and relying on it Yeah, if you're doing something for fun, maybe, you know, and you have a project that you want to do for fun, but why would you ever trust AI at this point with doing your job for you? Where if something like if I use AI in my job and it was wrong and took down servers that cost the company money and I got fired over using AI, I would feel like a complete whatever. And when are you going to tell your boss, when your boss comes in, oh, why'd you take down those 6 production servers? Oh, well, I asked AI to do it. So when these people are laying off half their company thinking AI is the savior, well, okay. Yes, okay, that is an okay. That's kind of where I'm going, Brandon. You can trust AI to show you 4 different flooring options in your price range. But I would never give AI my credit card and say, hey, find me flooring options and then buy it for me. There's got to be human interaction between the research phase and the commitment phase. You can't just, at this point, I don't see how you could possibly give AI complete autonomous anything. Hell, what, 2 days ago we shot down our own drone. I mean, you think I want to trust my life with AI? Oh boy. I promise we're getting more planes, I swear. The next plane down here is going to be heading off to Sydney. It's a 330 from Hawaiian. And then we'll have a couple of more smaller planes behind that. Lehue bound Hawaiian, a Maui bound Southwest, and I think the next one is, no. Might be another Southwest, but it's kind of hard to tell on my map. And by then, we should have another turtle lit up. Yeah, pipe organs. I mean, I'm not saying don't use AI. I far from it. I'm not saying don't use it, but there are practical limitations for it, and having it design a fictional airline, that makes a lot of sense. To have it pilot your airline that you currently have, that might not make as much sense. So I created the thumbnail I use for the ATC stream on the other channel. I created that in Photoshop. So I created that thumbnail in Photoshop, and at that time I was going to do a vertical stream too. I decided against the vertical stream. It was just too much of a pain in the butt. So I only do the horizontal stream. But at that time I needed a horizontal thumbnail and a vertical thumbnail. So I asked Gemini AI to convert my horizontal thumbnail into a vertical thumbnail. And it literally spit it out exactly the same way and said, oh, I'm done. It still was horizontal, didn't change anything. I said, no, it's still horizontal. I need it vertical, 9 by 16. And it spit it out again, 16 by 9 horizontal. And it kept doing that over and over. It would not, it kept telling me it was right, but it was clearly wrong. So until it can do simple things like that, and I understand Gemini is not the most sophisticated of the AIs. I heard Claude's very good, but still. I barely trust Google Maps to get me to work.
You're going to shut down your engine. It should be too much longer. So the flow is listed at 2245. So you're probably going to be there about, if you're only holding for maybe 5-10 minutes. Okay, that's fine. Okay, 851 heavy, runway 8 right, full length, line of point. Full length, 8 right, line of point.
I wonder how many people I've drove away from the stream in the last 10 minutes. It's okay, we've established earlier that the mute button works. You can mute me. I think I tried Waze, Josh, and I don't like it. It's too cartoony. And being here on a you know, I use it. It's a very tiny island, and I know where I'm going 90% of the time. And I know how to get there. I don't use Google Maps for like routing, like figuring out exactly, you know, how to get to some place. I use it for traffic, just to tell me where traffic is. Like this morning when I came in to the show, H1 was backed up, but I wouldn't have known that unless I put the map on to tell me to get down here. And it told me to go a different way, and I looked up, and sure enough, there was traffic. So that's what I use it for. When I tried Waze, it was almost like a game, and I didn't like it. It was like you got streaks and playing. It felt like playing a game, and I just want something to tell me where to go. Tell me where someone got in an accident.
Captain 5150, turn right on Delta, contact ground. Right on Delta, ground, 5150, thanks. 9 to Quebec Hall Tower, runway 4 right up, Foxtrot Clipper, takeoff with 15010. Clipper takeoff, 4 right, 749, Quebec.
I was wondering if anybody would pick that up, Flyer KG. Which plane was that, 5150? Ah, no, that's the Civil Air Patrol. He came in from John Rogers Field over in Kapolei. All right, that Southwest has moved over to Romeo 2. So it looks like the next one out is going to be the Hawaiian down there that's heading off to Lehue. Well, thanks, Derek. We'll see you next time. Appreciate the kind words. Was Thomas Guide the one that had the map at the front, which had the grids where it said like A3 or G4, and then you went and found G4 in the back of the book, and it showed you the more detailed map? Is that the Thomas Guide? I think I remember that correctly. That was weird. The ATC just went full on baby voice saying goodbye to that plane. Alright, so this, I don't know I didn't hear what's taking the Southwest so long down there, but he has pulled over to Romeo 2 for a second. Next one coming in on the parallel runway is coming in from Vegas. That is Hawaiian Flight 7. Yes, I will be there tonight. We missed last night's game. I heard it was a good game. The last two games against Ball State have been very good. Max on Thursday night gave up a lead-off single and then didn't give up another hit till the 9th. And they won, I think they won, it was 5-1 or 6-1. And then last night they scored 8 runs in the 5th inning, I think it was, and blew them out last night as well. So hopefully that'll continue tonight. We missed last night because Mrs. Reverse Ops had the whale count this morning. She had to be up early for that, so pardon me. So we decided to miss one game. So if you don't know what the whale count is, we get seasonal migrations of humpback whales here in Hawaii. Most of the time they hang out by Maui, but we do get quite a few over here on Oahu. So a couple times a year they go out and volunteers go out and count the number of whales to get a indication on whether they're going up, going down, staying the same. So Mrs. Reverse Ops has been wanting to do that for a couple of years. And this year it finally worked out where she had the weekend off, the weekend they were gonna do it. So she's been all morning, she's been out counting whales. Oh, we have an Island Jen in the house. Hello, Island Jenny. Hope you're doing well. Saw your video of Josh Groban. Not my cup of tea, but I'm glad you had a good time. Alright, so we're going to get a couple out here while we wait. We're still waiting on the A380, but we have a United triple. It's heading off to LA with the extra X. That'll work its way down here to the reef runway in just a minute. In front of it, we have another Japan Airlines. This one's a 7-6. It's heading back to Tokyo, Narita. In front of that, we have a Tokyo-bound Hawaiian 330, and in front of that, we have a Virgin America heading off to Seattle. So we'll see if that Virgin America ends up down here. Hello, Ron. We were we were out a couple of weeks ago watching the humpback whales over off Lanai Lookout. caught a couple of mothers and babies breaching out there. I put up a video on Instagram. I think I don't remember if it was a reel or a story. I mean a story, or yeah, that's what I meant to say. Hello, Ann. Ah, we have a turtle lit up. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 6 planes in front of it. So we got a ways to go before we figure out what the Honolulu plane of the day is. All right, what I'm gonna do now is I don't want to forget to do this. But I want to get the. This is our members scroll here. I want to make sure we get this in. I want to thank my 787 Honolulu traveler levels. Perth Mark II, Ken Smith, Rich F, Frank Schoenstein, and Chris L. Thank you very much. I'd also like to thank all the rest of the members, the 330, the 321s, and the 717s. You guys really make this thing happen. Like I said 100 times, we are completely member funded here, so all of you really help out the channel. Oh, upper, that's cool. I've never done whale watching from a boat. We keep talking about doing it, but we haven't done it yet. So just because we're rolling the credits doesn't mean we're leaving quite yet. We still have to wait for that A380. And once it gets close, we'll figure out what our Honolulu plane of the day is. So that there behind the Southwest, that is Virgin America. It is flight 222 heading off to Seattle.
Tower, you're going to 517 out of the front. 517 on tower, wind 150 at 8, runway 8, left, clear to land. Clear to land, 8 left, they're going to 517. So we're now on 8, 1 meter, click short approach before right. Do a short approach before right, code 8, 1. Also 1 contact departure. Alaska 863 Heavy, wind 160 at 8, runway 8, make the takeoff. 240, contact departure. 5 o'clock, 40, all on. Yep.
Hello, Kurt. Good to see you. I'd like to thank the world's most dangerous mod crew. Kirsten, Ms. Wolves, Rainbow Love, Sydney, Josh, O'Malley, Jane, Alan, Brandon, and I forgot to add Keith to the list, but Keith is keeping an eye on everything over there on the 360 channel. So thank you very much, Keith. And a special shout out to Mrs. Reverse Ops. I will fix that error this week, Keith, I promise.
Alpha 1799, wind 16010, runway 8 right, and Romeo 2, super takeoff. 8 right, Romeo 2, southwest, 1799. China 783 heavy, runway 8 right, full length on point. China 783 heavy, 8 right, lining up on the way. Block 145, Hong Kong, cross 94 right, approach, shut 94 left on point. Traffic is landing, touch runway. 45, 4 left on point, block 145.
I will look into that, Ringoberto. I apologize if it wasn't there. It's not alphabetical. It goes by the time on that level, so it might not be where you think it was. But I'll go back and look, and if I will fix that for the next one. I do apologize. So I will look into that and I will fix it this week, but I do apologize if it wasn't there. But, thank you for being a year-plus member of the channel and all your support and help in the chat. I appreciate that. But we will fix it. Next one out is Japan Air. It's that 76 we were talking about a minute ago. It's going off to Narita. So we got several planes down there at the end. That United triple out there is the one to the far right. That was going off to LA with the extra X. In the middle, we have a Hawaiian 321 heading off to LA with the extra X as well. And then the Japanese one in front of it is going the other direction. Our good friend Island Jenny 808 is celebrating 22 months on the channel. Thank you very much, Jen. It's such an awesome channel. Aloha. Thank you for being here. Thanks for all your support.
Japan 783 heavy traffic ahead to us, caravan, left right along the shoreline, 1,300. Japan 783 heavy, wind 1705, running 8 right, clear takeoff.
Alright, Japan Air's got its clearance for takeoff.
Lockheed Hong Kong, wind 1706, running 4 right, clear to land, traffic landing, ELS restricted, southwest 737, 3 mile final. Correct, so that's what it is. Magnum 40 to all the runways, via the south air page, wind 1706. 40 to all runways, around my wrist.
Hi, so we have a Honu on the move. It looks like it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4th for departure.
Okay, clear to landing, left, hold short of 4 right. Sorry, 4 left. And look for the sky hot traffic. 1522, what's the gate? 1523, turn on steer, contact ground, good afternoon. A380, wind 1609, on a heat right, clear zero. On the ball, 181 Super, Hall Tower, traffic 5 mile final cross, on a heat left, Juliet.
So if any of you are watching on the 360 cam, you might see a Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme go through the parking lot. Nice dark blue. I used to have that exact car. That year, that car. Love that car.
Taxi Charlie, good day. Taxi Charlie, come on, have a good day.
Smoky 777. Look at that. That's a smoky 717. 777 there. No, we had a United 777 going out and one coming in at the exact same time. One was coming in the parallel runway up there, 8 left. So there is the Hawaiian heading off to Vegas. And then behind it, we'll have the
Alaska 876 Heavy, wind 1409 on the east west for takeoff.
we'll have the flying Honolulu, the A380.
181 Super on the heat right lap of weight. So he's at right up on the weight on the full.
Be poking its head out of that around that thing any second now.
Tower 16 Golf Rolls on the North 7 rail for it. Track 176 Golf All Tower number 2, Fox track entering midfield downwind.
There she is. Or he, I guess. I don't know. It's always confused me.
Confirmation Oscar now turn altimeter 2997. Track 540, turn right Delta, contact ground, good afternoon.
Delta, contact ground, good afternoon. Pleasant day.
It is time for our Hanaho plane of the day, the A380. So if you don't know what Hanaho is, it's basically a Hawaiian saying for encore. So at the end of a musical performance, you would say encore if you want them to do another song. Here we say Hanaho because we want one more plane. So this is all upon 181 Super heading back to Tokyo. Our Hanaho plane of the day. After this stream is over, hang tight. We're gonna send you directly over to our 360 camera. You can watch me pack up. Ooh, we're 23 likes. The Rainbow Love is letting us know we're 23 likes away from 400. So if you haven't liked the stream, please, you can do it after the A380 leaves, but please like the stream. I would appreciate that. I like those big round numbers.
Good 46 on track, cross 24 to flash shot, runway 4 left, clear takeoff, more traffic, track downwind. Cross right and bump down, 4 left, clear takeoff, so to put. Track 365, turn right Delta, contact ground, good 8. Ladies Delta over the ground, good day, 365. On the call, 181 Super, out of departure, good day. Close to departure, from 180 round, Super, good day.
Oh, thanks, Ringoberto, for letting me know. 400 likes, everybody. Thank you very much. As Lex Brody would say, thank you very much. Hello. Oh, part.
Departure flight at 120, run a heat right, clear takeoff, wind 15010. Last 1040, run a heat right line, wait.
Oh, I missed him. Oh. All right. Well, thanks for the kid who just came over in the camo shirt. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Sorry, I was trying to get the Honu. But thank you for watching. All right, well, thank you everyone for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Thanks for all the kind words in the chat and everything else. I really appreciate it. Thanks for getting us over 400 likes today on a nice sunny afternoon. We'll be back this week. I believe I have it set for Tuesday, Thursday, but I have to check on some work stuff on Monday to see if I need to shuffle those around. If I do have to shuffle those around, I will make announcements on both Instagram, Discord, and here on YouTube. So keep an eye out for that. Easiest way to do that is make sure you're subscribed to all three of those places. My Instagram is also Reverse Ops, and there's a link for the Discord down in the channel description or the video description for this. So thanks everybody. Thanks to the mods again. Thanks to all the local plane spotters that stopped by and waved and said hello. Thanks to the nice kid in the camo shirt that came by and said hello. So we'll see you all next time. Same Pat time, not same Pat time, same Pat channel. How about that? So we'll see y'all soon. Remember, don't forget, we're gonna redirect you over to the 360 camera so you can watch me tear down. And then that'll redirect you over to the ATC feed. So lots of cool stuff. Thanks again, everybody. We'll see you all later. Aloha, everyone.